We're back at Wrestlecon, Wrestlemania weekend on the Hannibal TV, and a friend of the show, like they used to say, Dan the Beast Severn, longtime friend of the Hannibal TV and the Hannibal himself. And I actually heard you competed last night. Is that true?
I was involved in Bloodsport last night. It's kind of a very unique professional show where there are no ropes on the ring. They basically have the ring set up, and it's a very strong style or shoot style type of a show that is presented.
How often do you compete in any, whether it be MMA or strong style or professional wrestling at this point in your career?
At this point in my career or I should say age factor now, because the Beast isn't really getting any younger here right now. I mean, I'm actually proud to say that I'll be turning 61 here shortly.
Wow.
I don't look like a 61-year-old cat.
No, you don't?
I don't act like a 60-year-old cat.
You look younger than me.
Well, I'll tell you who my hairstylist is. It's not the real color of my hair, my friend. I'm just so glad I got some hair to color. But, you know, yes, I climbed into the squared circle last night, and I had a lot of fun there with Frank Mir. It was his very first professional wrestling match ever in his career, and he's got a great career ahead of him, so it was great to be breaking bread with Frank there last night.
That's great. I know you had a run as the NWA World Heavyweight Champion for a time. Tell me about,
Actually, over there, if you want to take a little scan over, we'll move over here real quick. Take a scan over here.
Oh, there it is.
Here's the actual original NWA belt right here, but then also actually a much better picture of it right there. I was just told a little bit earlier there's a podcast that's taking place there tomorrow, and that I should go over there live and challenge the current NWA champion, because I never lost the belt, and that is legit. I never lost the NWA belt. I was stripped of it because I had a pay-per-view taking place the same night that they had failing sales. Whose problem is that they have failing sales? And then they stripped me the belt, so I'm thinking, I never lost the belt. For all rights, I am still the NWA champion, still to this day.
Sure, even though the NWA might not have been what it was back in the heyday, how was it the responsibility on your shoulders to carry that mantle on?
Well, this right here is the only picture in history where inside the Octagon cage,
wow,
the NWA belt was carried out to the UFC as part of my entourage. And the UFC at that time did not want to have nothing to do with professional wrestling, because they were all about being the real deal. And I said, you guys don't understand the history of that belt. And I educated them, and I go, you'll never have to worry about Dan Severn and doing any kind of strange antics right there. So the belt was carried out, and then at the conclusion of UFC number 5, I'm holding up the UFC title belt along with the NWA title belt, the only photograph in history inside the Octagon. 20 plus years before Brock Lesnar came along as well.
How do you think, I know that's different weight classes, but would you like to have been able to measure up maybe against a Colin McGregor back in the day? There's weight classes now. There had been way back in the day that there was beginning. You had these David versus Goliath type of matches. Yeah, I think the biggest weight difference was just over 400 pounds. Was the biggest weight difference ever. And back in the heyday, how do you think you would have matched up against McGregor?
Well, I mean, let's face it, his biggest weakness is one of my greatest strengths.
Which is?
Grappling.
There you go.
I always just tell people that, I'm not going to win the war of the fist right now, but if you get within the arm's reach and I clinch you, I will welcome you to my world, and you will never see the light of day again.
Dan Severn, the Beast, wish I could have seen you grapple last night, but so glad that you would give us a little bit of your time. I know you always have time for the Hannibal and the Hannibal TV.
You bet. I really enjoy anything I can possibly do in the future right there. Keep coming back, because rest assured, the Beast is long for being done.